dozens of Dr. Seuss inspired projects. Look at our fancy truffle tree pencil right here.
Hi, I'm Serena Martinez from Eisenhower, and we are here for Dr. Seuss Day, and we got How the Grinch Stole Christmas made by another student, and I got reading tracking sticks. That's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and on the back it says Dr. Seuss tracking stick.
What's going on here?
That is yours. You are deserving of that. I understand that you are a cancer survivor.
Same.
There's cookies, you got K-pop, strawberries, scented candles, gift cards. You have that. Hi, Mr. Velez. How are you? Wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Velez, I know that you were only aware of a surprising Miss Stitt, but we are also surprising you as well.
How was that?
Because you are a survivor, and when we had a conversation on the phone, my brain got to clicking, so we're whisking you off to brunch as well in the limousine. And we have some things for you too. I know I didn't, but hold on. There's some goodies for you. This is yours. This is my logo. And this is his name, Principal Roberto Velez. So you have your own personalized popcorn.
My name is Suzette Stitt. I'm a teacher here at Casey Elementary School, first grade teacher. This is my daughter, Michaela Stitt. Hello. I had a wonderful surprise when I came to school today. I was chosen through a random act of kindness through this wonderful
Celebrating a vision.
Tell me your name again.
Sonia Adams.
Sonia Adams.
I'm the president and founder, yes.
And she chose me for a random act of kindness because I'm a cancer survivor, a breast cancer survivor. And I really appreciate it. It really made me feel special.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Well, I'm very excited today. Today was a day to honor Miss Stitt, one of our teachers who was a cancer survivor. Yet in that whole process, I just happened to be also honored. I am also a cancer survivor, and without knowing, I was also included in the celebration, which I'm very honored and very happy, but also I'm glad that they are honoring Miss Stitt, our teacher, who is a cancer survivor.
It is a most exciting day around here. We have guest readers from all over the district, and the kids are in their pajamas, ready to read.
And then they moved. Those empty pants, they kind of started jumping.
And we have at this point read 23,000 books in our 100-book challenge. Yay!
It's like beavers do. If you try, you'll lose set number 2. Whoa, we don't want to do that, right? No.
My name is Elizabeth Nilsson. I am one of the fabulous teachers at Eisenhower High School, and we have been working hard for this past week creating dozens of Dr. Seuss inspired projects. Look at our fancy truffle tree pencil right here.
Hi, I'm Serena Martinez from Eisenhower, and we are here for Dr. Seuss Day, and we got How the Grinch Stole Christmas made by another student, and I got reading tracking sticks. That's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and on the back it says Dr. Seuss tracking stick.
That is yours. You are deserving of that. I understand that you are a cancer survivor.
Yes, I am.
And there's cookies, you got cake pops, strawberries, scented candles, gift cards. You have that. Hi, Mr. Velez. How are you? Wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Velez, I know that you were only aware of a surprising Miss Stitt, but we are also surprising you as well.
How was that?
Because you are a survivor, and when we had a conversation on the
Yeah.
phone, my brain got to clicking, so we're whisking you off to brunch as well in the limousine. And we have some things for you too. I know I didn't, but hold on. Some goodies for you. This is yours. This is my logo. And this is his name, Principal Roberto Velez. So you have your own personalized popcorn.
My name is Suzette Stitt. I'm a teacher here at Casey Elementary School, first grade teacher. This is my daughter, Michaela Stitt. I had a wonderful surprise when I came to school today. I was chosen through a random act of kindness through this wonderful
Celebrating a vision.
Tell me your name again.
Sonia Adams.
Sonia
I'm
Adams.
the president and founder, yes.
And she chose me for a random act of kindness because I'm a cancer survivor, a breast cancer survivor. And I really appreciate it. Really made me feel special.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Well, I'm very excited today. Today was a day to honor Miss Stitt, one of our teachers who was a cancer survivor. Yet in that whole process, I just happened to be also honored. I am also a cancer survivor, and without knowing, I was also included in the celebration, which I'm very honored and very happy, but also I'm glad that they are honoring Miss Stitt, our teacher, who's a cancer survivor.
It is a most exciting day around here. We have guest readers from all over the district, and the kids are in their pajamas, ready to read.
And then they moved. Those empty pants, they kind of started jumping.
And we have at this point read 23,000 books in our 100-book challenge. Yay!
It's like beavers do. If you try, you'll lose set number 2. Whoa, we don't want to do that, right? No.
My name is Elizabeth Nilsson. I am one of the fabulous teachers at Eisenhower High School, and we have been working hard for this past week creating dozens of Dr. Seuss inspired projects. Look at our fancy truffle tree pencil right here.
Hi, I'm Serena Martinez from Eisenhower, and we are here for Dr. Seuss Day and we got How the Grinch Stole Christmas made by another student, and I
How you start? All right. Yeah. 7 o'clock. I like that idea. Okay. Okay, thank you for waiting for us. Adjournment of closed session. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
So move.
Thank you. Second, please.
Second.
Thank you. It is 7 p.m. and can I have a vote by the board members?
Aye.
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 Thank you. And we have 2 abstentions. Okay, we reconvene open session. It is 7:01 p.m. now. And tonight, Hugh Banks Elementary School students have a fun presentation. But first, let's have first grade student Ava Rocha lead us in the pledge.
It is now time to pledge allegiance. Please stand and face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Well done, young Miss Rocha. You gained 1 new fan here. And now, Hugh Banks Huskies from 1st and 2nd grade classes in the Think Together program, led by Mrs. Savannah, and coordinator Miss A, will be performing Rise Up by Andra Day.
Broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round. You can't find a fighter, but I see it is, so we're gonna walk it out. Ooh, Monday, we're gonna walk it out. Ooh, Monday. for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up. In spite of me, I'll rise 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up like the day, I'll rise up. In spite of the age, I'll rise up. And I'll do 1,000
I never tire of being entertained by our kids. A few of my 25,000 grandkids. Mr. Ayala?
Absolutely. No, I just mentioned to our president here that, looking at our kids, you understand, as a reminder, what we're here for. And it's good stuff. Hits you right in the heart.
Absolutely. Finally, I read the part after their performance as they walk out. Okay. Sorry about that. We want also to thank Hughbank's principal, Dr. Monty Stewart, assistant principal, Mrs. Christina Hernandez, and parents and guardians for coming out to tonight to support our talented student singers. Go Huskies! Okay. Report out of closed session.
Ms. Kelly would like to share some of the love here.
Okay, thank you. That's okay. Dr. Avila.
Yes, thank you, President Martinez. The Board of Education took action to impose a 20-day unpaid suspension on classified employee number 1297918. The roll call vote was unanimous. The Board of Education took action to approve an agreement settling San Bernardino Superior Court, case number CIVDS 1710300, in exchange for a release of all claims. The roll call vote was unanimous. And the Board of Education accepted the administrative appointment of Robin McMillan as middle school principal, Rialto Middle School. The roll call vote was unanimous.
Thank you, Dr. Avila. Can I have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Preferential vote by student board member?
Aye.
Thank you. Vote by board members?
Aye.
Okay, presentations. Student Board Member Herrera, High School DSAC Advisory Committee, please.
Yes. First, we have from Myler High School, Leslie Vargas.
Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leslie Vargas, and I am secretary for ASB secretary for Myler High School, and it is an honor to be here tonight to share with everyone all the great things happening at Myler and Zupanik High Schools. So first thing this week, we just started our garden that Eric had proposed a couple meetings ago, and so far all the grass has been killed and removed, and we are still waiting for our next steps. Yesterday, we had our College and Career Day, and the schools that attended were the Art Institute, San Bernardino Valley College, Riverside Community College, the CE, the Center for Employment Training, the Rialto Fire Department and Police Department. We have the Rialto Unified Safety Services and Nutrition Services. And we had the NAMA training centers also. Our blood drive also did very well. That was on February the 27th. We had over 50 people who were eligible to donate. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but we only have 200 students at our school, so for us that 25%. Is 25%. Yeah. March 14th, Myler, we did our tribute for the Parkland, Florida shooting. And in their honor, we had 17 students come up and put 17 roses for each victim. And we also had each student and teacher who participated come up and tie a ribbon to our fence. Our upcoming field trips are our junior field trip at San Bernardino Valley College, which is on April 18th from 8 to 1. Our senior day field trip for the financial aid fair. That's for all the students who want to sign up. Also at San Bernardino Valley College. That one is on April 20th, also from 8 to 1. Our past field trips we had our pharmacy tech class. They went to the Keck Graduate Institute. That was on March 10th. That same class also went to the Kaiser Hospital. That was on March 29th. We also had a trip to Loma Linda University, I believe, or I think so, yeah, University. That was for all the students who were interested in a career in the healthcare field. And right now we currently have 73 graduates from Myler and Zupanik, and we are still waiting for this quarter's graduates. And one more thing, on Wednesday, the last Wednesday of this month, we are going to be having a fundraiser at Taco Bell. And what that is...
Del Taco.
Oh, Del Taco. Yeah, Del Taco. My bad. So basically what that is from 3 to 7, anybody and everybody who comes in will and buy something, and within that span of those hours, we will get 20% of whatever amount is made during that span. So yeah, so we will let everybody to come and support our school, and you will be helping us earn money. All right, thank you. That is it.
Well done. Thank you.
Next, we have Kashmila Ali from Carter High School.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and the viewing setup. I'm Kashmila Ali, the ASB president at Carter High School. I know you just saw me, you're just kind of like, she's back again. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but I love presenting. So we just had our prom. It was this Saturday, and last Saturday technically, and it was a blast. It was successful. It was a successful night, and I hope the underclassmen took notes at this prom because I think it's one of the best that Carter High School has ever seen. And I also want to recognize our regional science division. So students for the science fair, they place at the regional science division. These students also place at the district and San Bernardino County Science Fair. And there were 3 projects. One was by Haruko Alva, David Gonzalez, and Mariah Mukbel. And this was a year 2 harnessing solar power into super capacitors using nanotechnology. They received the Silver Award. Next, we have Sabrina, Yvette Gonzalez, and Jose Luis Reyes. And this project was again a year 2 for filtering bacterial-infested water through the usage of water technology. They received a bronze. And then we had Maya Bennett, Carissa Estrada, and Sage Gideon, and their project was on the effects of solutions on Cucumis sativus, and that was a bronze award. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that is. So, but congratulations, guys. And our string orchestra performed at the SCSBOA Festival in Redondo Beach, and they received an excellent rating. So they had their first performance, and they got excellent and superior, and that's like one of the best awards you could get. And then they were given 4 minutes, so they had to go back and were given a completely different piece, and they had to get their whole band together and perform a piece, and just perform the piece that they just got, and they received superior. So guys, like, congratulations! Wow. I know I can't do that, so I think that's a great achievement. And then yesterday, our Carter High School Chamber and Treble Choir represented Carter High School at the Southern California Vocal Association Choral Festival at Fontana High School, and they received excellent ratings for their performance. The Treble Choir received a superior rating for their fine performance as well, so congratulations to those students. And then I would also like to recognize Ruth Uyoa, and she's a senior at Carter High School, one of my best friends. I'm proud of that. And she just got accepted to UCLA and also received a $20,000 scholarship from Dow with the free laptop. So congratulations, Ruth. And we also had Carter track star and basketball star Mariah Stewart, and she was named the Inland Valley All-Star basketball game. And we'll be playing Sunday at A.B. Miller, so catch her at the game, guys. And then we had wrestling this weekend names. So we have Jerry, and he was named first team All Inland Valley. Mark Avila and Ethan, all second team in Inland Valley. Pauline Granados and Anna Castro, all first team girls, all Inland Valley. And Leanne Calista, all second team Inland Valley. So congratulations, guys. Thank you. We have a bunch of achievements tonight, so the list is kind of long. I'm sorry. That's fine. Not sorry. This is amazing. Yes. So next we have Dimple DeLuna, and at a national level, she won a free 4-week trip to Germany this summer. So congratulations, Dimple. And then we'd also recognize. Sorry. And we also like to recognize SRLA, and they ran 26.2 miles during this spring break. And so congratulations to Isaac Lopez, Jasmine Smith, Milan Aklilu, Lauren Hunter, Avaisar Ali, Aimlali, and myself. And I'm telling you, I don't know why I did it, but I did it, and throughout the whole time, I was about to cry. My feet were killing me, but it was definitely worth it, and I recommend everyone try running 26.2 miles. You'll feel like you can do anything. It's like a runner's high in the beginning, and then at the end, you just want to kill yourself. And just like, I'm kidding. I loved it because I got a big medal, and I was like, whoa, did you run 26.2 miles? I think not, because I did. But nothing like that, I'm sorry. Also, we're going to have College Decision Day on May 1st, and this is the Carter High School is one of the first high schools in the Rialto Unified School District to actually do this. And we're just going to recognize all the seniors who got accepted. Well, they got accepted to all the They're going to tell us their final decision on what college they choose to go to, and whatever other path they decide to pursue. And the underclassmen are going to be there, so we want to inspire them and show them, hey, this is going to be you in a few years, all right? And then also, congratulations to Dr. Chavez. You have done so much for Carter High School, and we love you, and your hard work, and everything that you've done for the school is a testimony for that. So congratulations, and I'm so great to know. Woo! Yay! And I am so grateful to say that you are our principal, so thank you so much for everything. And thank you, everyone, for letting me speak tonight. I hope everyone has a blessed and amazing day. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
That is all we have for the DSEC members.
Okay. Wow, small group tonight. Okay, the next presentation is the key to the district from myself to Dr. Chavez from Carter. it is not only the longevity, but the quality of work that matters when we are educating and developing young minds. In the Rialto Unified School District, we have some of the most outstanding educators, serving in many capacities, who make a profound impact on student lives every day. Tonight, my key to the district will be given to an educational leader that has made significant contributions in the area of student achievement. Through the building of staff and community relationships, Dr. Patricia Chavez, principal of Carter High School, please come join me at the podium. Did I see an ice pack on your son? I mean, he can remain there or come join us. And is this your mom? Come on in. If you can stand, otherwise, you... Okay. You have a wonderful daughter. Be very proud of your mom. She's very proud of you. She's always talking about you. Very proud of you. Yeah. Okay, Dr. Chavez was born in East Los Angeles and grew up as an English learner, with Spanish being her first language, earning her bachelor's degree in education from Cal State Fullerton, master's degree in school counseling, all these pages, from Azusa Pacific, and doctorate degree from Laverne University. She has worked in Hemet and Corona Norco Unified School District. In 2016, she gained employment with the Rialto Unified School District. Dr. Chavez and her husband of 18 years, he's not here tonight? Okay, we miss him. Mr. Jonathan Salazar have a son, Isaac Salazar, who also attends Carter High School. See, Carter. Go Lions. Since taking the leadership reins at Carter, the site focus has shifted in the following three areas: rigor and a culture of high expectations for everyone, introduction of new programs and accountability, school culture, pride, and spirit. Dr. Chavez is quick to credit her staff for their excellent teamwork. Nonetheless, as a high school principal and a curriculum-minded leader, she brought her ambitious vision to focus on rigor and a culture of high expectations for everyone. The school expanded with an addition of 4 new AP courses and 12 new sections. In these past 2 years, AP test scores increased from 600 to over 1,200 this year. Focusing on expository reading and writing in ELA and planning for a site-wide rollout, implementation of transcript analysis, and student placement to meet A through G requirements, along with student and community education on course enrollment through the lens of pathway and 4-year plans. If Carter's numbers stay consistent, the school will see an A through G increase of 10% this year. One of the most impressive results of your leadership, Dr. Chavez, is a 1.7% increase in the graduation rate since 2016 to 93% for the last school year. If Carter's numbers stay consistent, the 2018 graduation rate will have increased to 97%, which will be 14% higher than the San Bernardino County scores. How does the school get there, you may ask? I've asked her for a long time now. An alternation to engagement practices and monitoring of those practices in the classroom, a walkthrough protocol with immediate feedback and department data which monitors DNF rates has led to an overall decrease of 12% in Carter's DNF rates, an increase of professional development with an emphasis on Carter's areas of focus, which are advanced placement, AVID, PBIS, and career technical education. Under Dr. Chavez's leadership, there has been an introduction of new programs, such as Carter Scholars, which is an AVID-like program for our GATE students. This program required Carter to create staff buy-in, professional development, student recruitment, collaboration with our feeders, and pathway development. The development, excuse my dry mouth here, the development of the medical pathway required the hiring of 2 medical teachers, curriculum writing of the medical course, and creation of our medical center in the upstairs H building. Whether through the Wellness Center, the African American PAC Committee, the Young Men's Conference, Link Crew, Peer Mediation, the Learning Lab, which is a writing and math center, after school, or the Parent Institute for Quality Education, I have observed that Dr. Chavez puts all criticism and negativity aside and puts her energy and momentum into 3 categories. You'll hear one word repeated over and over here: accountability for students, achievement for students, and engagement with the parent and staff for the betterment of students. The bottom line for me has always been, what is in the best interest of all students? We are here for children. Our own personal success story aside, what we do for students is why each of us chose the career path of public education. Tonight, I thank you, Dr. Chavez, for being the voice for students, for building relationships, working with staff, parents, our community, and utilizing the strategic planning mindset to keep your focus on student achievement. I believe that your legacy will also echo through many generations to come. That will be the legacy that I will remember. With my deepest appreciation and sincerest gratitude, I offer my congratulations to you. Please accept my key to the district as my thank you for inspiring student, staff, and community success.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Smooth in front so we can all get a picture.
Okay.
We get a picture of just the family and you ahead
In front of the podium?
Yes. And then we'll let you talk, Dr. Chavez. Then we'll get a group shot of everybody from Carter. Yay! Yes. Can't forget you. Can't forget you guys. We'll get in the middle. There you go.
If you have a few words.
Okay. Okay, so I wrote it down because I don't want to forget anyone. So, good evening, Superintendent Avila, board members, and our viewing audience. I just wanted to thank you, Mr. Martinez, from the bottom of my heart. This recognition is extraordinary. It's really more than I could ask for. And I want to thank the board and Dr. Avila for this extraordinary opportunity to serve the community of Rialto and Carter. What can I say? I truly love what I do. I'm a person who lives in possibilities. I kind of drowned out the noise. And I could not have a more rewarding career. So to me, it doesn't feel like work. It's part of who I am. I love coming in to work and seeing the kids and seeing these little babies up here in front. It's just beautiful. In a few years, these little kids will be our high school students. So although they don't seem like they're, young kids, they are. And it's our responsibility to guide them and love them and coach them and mentor them. So it's super rewarding. This is a wonderful recognition, but I would do this work even if I didn't have to. So I'm flattered and humbled to receive this recognition, but the truth is that this recognition belongs to my community of friends, families, and colleagues. The work from the strategic plan is something that they developed and they're helping implement. My contribution to the work, it wouldn't be possible without my husband and my son and my mother. Thank you for your love and your patience. I know you've always waited for me to just be finished, whether it be the doctorate or the whatever. I'm never finished because I love what I do. To the board, thank you for your continued support, and thank you for just removing the barriers when they do come. I appreciate it. To Dr. Avila, thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, for modeling what a great leader in education should be. Your kind are few and far between. You are innovative, you lead from the heart, and you always have the courage to do what's right. So thank you for setting a good example. To my secretary and my admin team, you guys rock. Like, seriously, you're amazing. Thank you. To the Carter students, thank you for being my muse. I love you guys. And to the Carter teachers, parents, and staff, thank you for all your work, hard work, and dedication. Again, I'm honored, and I will continue to do whatever it takes to support the community and our kids. So thank you.
Just think.
Their left, they should be here, they should be at the staff, please come on up with Dr. Chavez.
I was a student. Can I
Board
go?
of Education, if you could join, that would be
Oh, yeah.
Please hurry, it's a live board meeting. Let's get up front a little bit. Dr. Chavez, up front a little bit. Right in the middle. And where's your mom? Your son? He's like hiding in the son. Oh, you're tall. Okay. Let's have the board. It's okay. All right. Now, Carter's yeah, you know what? Here, I'll do this. I got it. I know how to do this.
Like, don't touch it. Don't touch my camera.
All right, we will continue. Comments, public comments from the floor. At this time, any person wishing to speak on any item not on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes. Not on the agenda.
Not on the agenda. We have Celia Celaya. Mirna Ruiz.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, board, Dr. Avila, and audience and viewing audience. My name is Myrna Reese, and I'm just here today to actually congratulate Dr. Chavez. Just like pretty much, everything that you read, ditto and more. I think she is amazing ever since she came to Carter. I can personally attest from my own daughter that she is doing an amazing job along with her staff. I know sometimes it's hard, when it comes to changes, but she's coming, and she came to do a wonderful job. Even her son Bobby, he adds to the Chavez family in our school, and we love them. Thank you for everything that you're doing, and I know that you know that you have our support, 100%, along with the staff. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And here's a little flower.
Maria Sandoval.
Welcome.
Buenas noches, mesa directiva,
Good evening, board,
Dr. Ávila y audiencia.
Dr. Avila, and audience.
Estoy aquí una vez más para dejarles saber que
I
mi
am here once
asunto
again to let you know that my issue
no ha sido resuelto,
has not been resolved.
sino sigo esperando por una respuesta a mi queja.
But I rather continue waiting for a response to my complaint,
Tanto del distrito que se ha, tanto el distrito que se ha resuelto, perdón, ay, discúlpeme, estoy nerviosa. Okay.
Excuse me, a little bit nervous.
Ok, todo el distrito como las escuelas están decepcionando a los padres y tutores de familia.
The district as well as the schools are letting down and the parents and the guardians.
Esto es un hecho, no una ficción.
This is a fact and not fiction.
El distrito escolar ha demostrado una falta de respeto a lo largo de estos años.
The school district has shown a lack of respect throughout these years.
Al no presentar atención a las quejas, al no presentar
By not paying
atención
attention to the complaints
ahí no se resuelven asuntos que los padres les presentamos.
and not resolving the issues that the parents bring to you.
Y yo soy uno de esos padres.
And I am one of those parents.
Vine ante ustedes para explicar los problemas que he tenido
I came before you to explain the problems that I've had
con maestros y administradores de la escuela Acusera,
with teachers and administrators from Acusera School,
a los cuales no se han sido resueltos.
and said problems have not been resolved.
Los administradores de Acusera
The administrators at Acusera
nos ignoran hasta el punto de que
ignore us to the point that
no nos dirigen la palabra ni siquiera para saludarnos.
won't even talk to us to even say hello.
Están demostrando con su indiferencia
With
hacia
their-
los padres de familia
With their indifference towards the parents, they are showing
simplemente que no les importamos.
simply that they don't care about us.
No me han llamado para clarificar o para resolver los asuntos expuestos
They have not called me to clarify or to resolve the issues that I brought forth
la semana la junta pasada.
at the last meeting.
Como padre he estado presente y he tratado de resolver los problemas.
As a parent, I have been present and I have tried to resolve these issues
En dicha escuela,
at said school
antes de traérselos a ustedes.
before bringing them to you.
Los maestros,
The teachers,
los maestros por su parte están desempeñando su trabajo.
on their part, they're doing their job.
Después de que vine a exponer mi angustia con ustedes,
After I came to explain to you my anguish before you,
después de las vacaciones de primavera,
after spring break,
me han estado llamando y enviando reportes
they have been calling me and sending
de
me
avances
reports
académicos cada semana.
of academic progress weekly,
Que ese es el trabajo que cada maestro debería desempeñar.
which is the work that every teacher should do.
Mi hijo,
My son,
de tener una F,
from having an F,
que estaba siendo reprobado
and he was failing
en la clase de inglés,
in English,
ahora tiene una B.
now has a B.
Su calificación se me fue sorprendida.
His grade actually surprised me.
No, en menos de 2 semanas mi hijo tiene una B.
In less than 2 weeks, he went up to a B.
Considero absurdo e ilógico
I think it's absurd and illogic
que un alumno llegue a tener un nivel académico requerido
that a student can achieve the required academic level
en tan poco tiempo.
in such a short time.
Las maestras me informaron que si mi hijo continúa regresando trabajos y participando en el salón,
Teachers inform me that if my son continues to turning in his work and participating in the classroom,
no solamente pudiera conservar esa B, sino también tener una A.
that not only can he keep that B, but he can also get an A.
No sé cómo interpretarlo.
I don't know how to interpret this.
Si como un cumplido porque mi hijo verdaderamente sabe lo que está haciendo,
If that, I should take it as a compliment because my son really knows what he's doing,
o como una burla sarcástica hacia mi persona.
or as a sarcastic mocking towards myself.
No quiero que se malinterprete mi presencia ni mi actitud en este momento,
I don't want you to misinterpret my presence here or my comment here,
sino que deseo que entiendan mi preocupación como padre de familia.
but rather I wish that you understand my concerns as a mother.
Mi mayor preocupación es que mi hijo aprenda y alcance el nivel académico
My main concern is that my son learns and that he reaches the academic level
como cualquier niño
just like any other child
de aquí del distrito,
from this district.
porque realmente está aprendiendo,
Simply because he is truly learning,
o que solo sea promoción social y política,
rather than it be just a social promotion or a political promotion,
porque he venido a quejarme.
because I've come to complain.
Yo como padre de familia
As a parent,
tengo una etiqueta muy grande.
I have a big
Etiqueta,
como que la están-
label,
yeah,
ujú.
como que la están
Sí.
etiquetando de una manera.
Ujú.
A big label on
Como,
myself
como padre problemático,
as a problematic parent.
porque no veo lo positivo.
Because I don't see the positive.
Pero eso es mentira.
But that's a lie.
Por ejemplo,
For instance,
quiero agradecer a la doctora Chávez,
I
aquí
want to-
presente,
I want to thank Principal Chavez, who's here present,
que ella es un ejemplo vivo,
that she's a living
que,
example,
que hay personas que aman lo que hacen
that there are people who love what they do,
y no vienen a sentarse a calentar una silla.
and they're not just here to warm up a chair.
Gracias, que pasen buenas noches.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Celia Sarabia.
Welcome.
Bien, gracias. Buenas noches,
Good evening,
miembros de la mesa directiva,
members of the board,
presidente Mr. Martínez,
President Mr. Martinez,
vicepresidente Mr.
Vice
Montes,
President Mr. Montes,
superintendente Dr. Ávila,
Superintendent Dr. Avila,
la audiencia.
and audience.
Soy Celia Sarabia y estoy aquí representando
I am Celia Sarabia, and I am here representing
al grupo de apoyo para padres de niños especiales.
a support group for parents of special needs children.
Y esta noche estoy para recordarles
Tonight, I'm here to remind you
nuestro evento anual
our annual event
el próximo domingo 15
next Sunday, the 15th,
a las 3 de la tarde
at 3 p.m.
en la Catedral de San Bernardino.
at the San Bernardino Cathedral.
Como siempre va a ser un honor contar con la presencia de todos ustedes.
As always, it'll be an honor to have you all present.
Todos están invitados
You're all invited.
a
¿Cómo se
celebrar
llama la iglesia?
Catedral de San Bernardino.
The San Bernardino
Nuestra Señora del Rosario,
Our Lady of el Rosario, Nuestra Señora del Rosario.
Catedral de San Lady of Rosary Cathedral.
Our Lady of Rosary.
Sí. Felicidades a la doctora Chávez.
Congratulations, Dr. Chavez.
Y como dijo María, tenemos muchas personas, no solo la doctora Chávez, felicidades a la doctora Chávez en este momento, pero tenemos muchos empleados aquí en el distrito muy buenos que se dedican a su trabajo.
As Maria mentioned, I want to congratulate Dr. Chavez. We have many people, but I want to congratulate her here right now. We do have many people who really are dedicated to their work.
Yo de verdad felicito al board,
I
a
truly
nuestro
congratulate the
superintendente
board, our superintendent,
por el trabajo que están haciendo, porque nunca había visto en tantos años,
for the work that
mi
they're doing,
distrito
because-
nunca lo había visto tan unido como ahora.
Because in so many years, I have not seen my district so united as I do now.
Estamos muy orgullosos nosotros, también nuestro estudiante, board member del student, también tenemos a muchas personas, yo quisiera mencionar a tantas personas que hacen tan buen trabajo acá, la doctora Jackson en Eisenhower, de verdad, estoy bien impresionada con ella, cómo hace su trabajo.
And I am so proud of all the people that are here, including our student member and Dr. Jackson and so many other people that we have.
Muchas
that do a
muchas
great job
personas
here.
acá.
Many people here.
Carlitos de los servicios psicológicos que
Carlitos from Psychological
está tan
Services.
pendiente de todos los papás. O sea, hay tanta gente, yo quisiera una lista, yo creo que me tendrían que dar unos 2 días por lo menos.
I have such a long list that I'd need 2 days at least to
Pero,
mention everyone.
pero de verdad, sí hay unos cuantos que solo vienen a calentar su silla,
But truly, there are a few that only come to warm up a chair.
pero ya estamos mejorando, es lo más importante,
But we're
que no
getting
nos
better.
hemos detenido como antes.
We're getting better, and that's what's important, that we haven't stopped like we did before.
Muchas gracias, los esperamos a todos.
Thank you so much, and we'll wait for everyone.
That's all for items not on the agenda.
Okay. And now for public comments on the agenda items. Any person wishing to speak on an item on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
You have Tina Garcia.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Avila and the board. My name is Tina Garcia. I am a parent of Peyton Garcia, a student in Miss Israel's 2nd grade class at Fitzgerald Elementary. For 2.5 weeks, my child has been terrified to go to school because she is being bullied by a new student in her class. She is afraid to eat in the cafeteria, play on the playground, go to the restroom, and even scared to go to class. She is unable to focus on her work and says she doesn't want to go to school with the student there. She is having nightmares and will no longer sleep in bed by herself. It has affected her well-being so much that at this time I have chosen not to send her to school. Having an aide, a behavior specialist, and even being suspended, removed from the classroom has not changed the student's behavior towards my child and other children at school. This student's behavior has completely altered the classroom environment and has made many children of the class feel terrified to be in school. My child's fears do not end at the end of the day. She is constantly worried that he will be at school the next day and harm her. Although the district office was informed of the child's behavior and the trauma he was inflicting on my child, they did not want to impeach on his rights, so they allowed him to impeach on the rights of my child and every child in that classroom. The district tied the hands of the principal and the staff at school due to this child's rights, a child they neglected to help. And now he is making his classroom and campus a scary environment. My once confident, strong, happy, friendly, kind, high-achieving, and very talkative, yes, she's that one in the classroom, girl is now quiet, helpless, and afraid because of one child's behavior. This student was placed in Fitzgerald due to having these problems at other schools. Instead of addressing his needs and finding out why he's behaving this way and how it was best to help him, he was shuffled from school to school. Someone in this district, Mr. Superintendent, needs to be accountable. Who is going to ensure my child now that her classroom is a safe place to be? That they can trust the adults, which she does not no longer at school. And that nothing like this will ever happen again. Who's going to now help their teacher to help those students who are traumatized? Or
Excuse me.
those, yes.
Your 3 minutes is up, but if you'd like to turn that into the superintendent,
Are you kidding me?
ask him to follow up for you and to return a call to you or
Okay.
his representative.
Okay. Well, I'd like to let you know, until you get back to me, my child will not be in school. So the sooner the better for her sake.
Please, do we have your contact information?
I have Angela following up with her.
Thank you.
She's out there now.
He's asking for your contact information.
Oh, yeah.
You can give it to...
It's here.
Oh, okay.
It's here.
We have it. Thank
We
you.
have it.
Thank you. Dr. Avila?
That's all.
Okay. We will continue on with comments. Comments from Association Executive Board members. Rialto Education Association, REA. Okay, California School Employees Association, CSEA. Well, I know we saw her outside, so. Okay, Communication Workers of America, CWA. Saw him outside too. Okay, Rialto School Managers Association. Ah, there he is. Yes, please. At the podium, into the microphone, please. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Good evening. My name is Stephen Gianni. I'm the Area Vice President for Substitute School Teachers in Rialto and in San Bernardino. I really haven't seen anything that we needed to bring up to the board that needs to be corrected, other than the fact that I'm hoping that if I can get the number of substitutes that are working every day, I would appreciate it. I'd like to know how many subs are working each day, each month, and for the entire year. so that I can see what the percentages are and what we need to do to correct any information, because I believe that's what Dr. Avila had brought up to us, that he wants 100% of all the classrooms covered by substitute teachers when regular teachers have to be removed from their classroom for whatever reason they're removed. And that's pretty much all I have to say today.
Well, thank you.
I don't know of anything else that I can say, but that's pretty much it. If I can get that information. The only other thing I was wondering is, I had my picture taken a long time ago, but I've never seen it been put up on the wall, so I was kind of wondering if that ever is going to happen. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Avila?
We'll take care of that.
2 items. Thank you. Okay, Rialto School Managers Association. Ready? Okay. All right. We have CSEA coming in the door. Welcome.
Welcome. Good evening, President Martinez, School Board, Dr. Avila. My name is Raquel Torres. I'm president of the California School Employees Association, and I want to congratulate Dr. Chavez on her award. That's amazing. Every time I've had an issue at Carter, she's always had an open door policy, and we're able to communicate and resolve the issue and come to a complete remedy, and I'm very happy to work with her.
Excellent.
I would also like to thank the board. CSEA was able to present 4 articles for our initial proposal, and I want to congratulate. I want to thank you for that. We had some challenges with our last labor rep, and now we have a brand new labor rep, Maisha Kennedy. I think you may be familiar with her, so we're looking forward to a good relationship with her. Also, last week I was able to attend a roundtable with Norma Torres, our 35th congressional congresswoman, and she wanted to hear what was going on with all of the walkouts. So I reported out to her what was going on with Rialto School District, and she was amazed to hear that not one student had actually left campus. I explained that we had some open podiums, open mics, and it was really positive, but she is going to report out that Rialto Unified School District is providing a safe environment for our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, calling Rialto Education and Rialto Managers. Last chance. All right. Comments from the superintendent.
Thank you, President Martinez. It's quite a bit, but it's all good. So welcome to the 2 busiest months in public education. April is also National Autism Awareness Month, Child Abuse Prevention Month, National Humor Month, and Stress Awareness Month. And from my seat, it's also Stress Month. And remember that we have testing throughout our schools in April, so it's only appropriate that we also recognize the stress and humor factors during April. So first, again, congratulations to Dr. Chavez for the amazing work that she has done. Thinks that it's a well-deserved recognition for her. And speaking of Carter, I also want to congratulate Dimple Sumajit, who was selected as the only student in the nation to travel abroad on a full scholarship to Germany. And also want to thank Carter German teacher, Mrs. Denise Martinez, for giving our students the guidance to apply and to participate in these lifelong opportunities. Also, congratulations to all 25 district students who placed in the county's regional science fair, with 3 juniors from Rialto High School, Brenda Carrera, Ricardo Hernandez, and Carla Lemos, now going on to the state level. Thank you also to the Rialto High School science staff, and especially teacher Ms. Lupe Valero, for an excellent job in preparing our students for the next level of competition. We wish them all the luck in the world. Congratulations to the 29 Eisenhower High School Distinguished Scholars. These are seniors with 4.0 GPAs or above. And 29, from what I was told, is the highest number of distinguished scholars the school has had. Great job, Principal Sparks and teachers, for setting high expectations for our students. I also had the opportunity last week to read actually the Sun newspaper, and inspired me to thank Dr. Jennifer Nguyen, a pharmacist who assisted Rialto High and middle school students and showed them how to become a scientist at the Keck Graduate Institute. Come and meet Pharmacy Day in Claremont. Dr. Nguyen attended elementary, middle, and high school here in our district and was quoted as saying that she has a strong personal relationship with the Rialto Unified School District, and that is why she volunteers to help our students. The district thanks Dr. Wing and hopes that future products of RUSD take the same volunteering and caring philosophy of giving back to the district that serves our students. And quickly, just some major events coming up. So congratulations once again to Trapp Elementary School for earning a California Distinguished School Honor. Principal Roxy Dominguez and her staff are hosting a celebration on May 17th from 8 to 10 a.m. at Trapp Elementary School, but also they will be recognized at the state ceremony on May 4th in Anaheim. Also, we have Eisenhower, let's see. No, the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools Medal of Honor Spring Awards will honor Diane Romo and her staff for partnering and working with kids at Morgan Elementary School. The Medal of Honor ceremony will be held on April the 30th, 2018 at Sierra Lakes in Fontana. Congratulations to Diane and the Fiscal Services team, as many of us look forward to supporting this great achievement. And on April the 20th from 6 to 9 p.m., we will have the county's 31st annual multilingual recognition. Eisenhower Jazz Band will be performing during dinner. Our Garcia Elementary School Folklorico Dance Group will be performing during dinner, and Eisenhower's engineering classes are creating the centerpieces for the event and will be recognized during a small video that the county is producing. And several of our students from the district will be honored, so I am extremely excited for this event. And I was honored when Mr. Ted Alejandro, the County Superintendent of Schools, asked me to be the keynote speaker at this event. So I am really looking forward to being a part of this wonderful event. I know that many have viewed the beautiful and talented art pieces from our creative and imaginative students in the West Wing, but I want to thank not only our students but also the VAPA teachers for coming out here last week and decorating the walls. The judging for the district art fair will be this Friday the 13th, and then on April the 26th at 6 p.m. We will have the award ceremony in the West Wing. I want to thank all of the students, or wish all of the students good luck, and we'll be honoring them along with district staff in the near future. And then also Rialto High School's 25th anniversary celebration will be held April the 18th, 2018 from 4 to 6 p.m. I encourage everyone to join us in this great accomplishment. And that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Avila. It is a busy month between now and then to school, graduation. You ready for it, Mr. Herrera?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to give a shout out to our Myler Mustangs for our college and career day. It was an amazing turnout. All of our students enjoyed all the fruits that we nutritional services gave out. The colleges were very inviting. They kind of approached us with slips on how to attend their schools, and it was really nice to just talk to some of the recruiters for the Army and the Air Force. And then another shout out to Carter's ASB for putting on a great prom. I went to that and I really enjoyed it. Everybody looked really nice. My friends and I just took a lot of group pictures and had a great blast there. Also looking forward to Earth Day Fair. Coming up April 21st. That'll be cool to come see. I'll definitely be there. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you.
Well done. Okay. Board Member Ayala, you ready?
Sure. Thank you, President Martinez. Tonight, I want to continue the talks about how can we help our kids, because that's what we're here for. I think about my own grandkids. There's 10 of them. So I observe their behavior and their trials and tribulations, and I try to make comparisons. And I'm thinking of the kids that get straight A's. And we have a tendency to think they're doing real good, and the other high achievers as well. However, we need well-rounded individuals, and that's really what I want to talk about tonight. You know, those that have compassion, those who are well-rounded. And what an opportunity, other than when we have dinner with them at home. If everything's fast food, you're missing the boat. But at least once or twice a week at the dinner table, spend some time, some quality time, and ask each other questions as to how things are proceeding. What kind of passions do you have? What kind of hobbies? What are they doing with their spare time? A lot of our kids, I know the parents want to protect them, and they come home from school and they go to their room and they get on the computer, they do Facebook, they play computer games, and they're losing that opportunity to get out and get fresh air and socialize and find their passions. During these opportunities when we have dinner with our kids, this is that time to help them find their passions, help them create opportunities for them. Let's not lose those opportunities. What we're talking about here is one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We're talking the self-esteem that a lot of kids don't have. And really, it's pretty simple. You know, all you have to do is move a little water closer to somebody who's thirsty, and they're going to say thank you. And when you realize, you come to that conclusion that it's not just your world, other people live in it, things open up, things become a lot easier. So much easier that your confidence goes up. That's what I'm talking about, being well-rounded. When you can walk right down the street and feel confident that this world belongs to you. Because the reality is, our kids are going to have to go out in these communities and find work. And if they're not connected with our communities and they don't understand what these jobs are going to be like, then they're watching too much TV and they're going to be disappointed. So please, let's find that opportunity at that dinner table to help our kids find their passions and help them find the path. Thank you for the opportunity to share a few words.
Well done. Ms. Walker.
I'd first like to just say, apologize first. I'm going to have to leave the board meeting early today. I've got a flight a little later this evening, or tonight. And then the other thing is just to say congratulations to Dr. Chavez. Some of her accolades, I mean, you've all heard. But one of the things about Dr. Chavez, when I first met her, one of the things that she said that she was really interested in making sure that students had an opportunity at her school, especially an opportunity to go to college. And if you all know, college is my thing, right? But the fact that she really was courageous enough to make some changes on our campus. And oftentimes people don't like those people who really push to make change, right? It's especially when they want to do it fast. She's met with some opposition and things of that sort, but we can see just in the short time that she's been there, really there's some significant changes institutionally at that school. And I thank you, Mr. Martinez, for giving her that award publicly and acknowledging the work that's going on at Carter. Some of those innovations have come from from not only the district level, but also on the campus level, from the parents and the parents as well as the teachers on that campus. And I look forward to making sure that the same opportunities and things that are going on at Carter radiates across the district, because all those all those opportunities that are there and the accolades they just got that she got tonight are there for everybody. So I'm hoping that kind of innovation that she has brought on and sparked at that campus radiates throughout everyone else. And again, thank you for that, and thank you to Dr. Avila for supporting her dreams at that school, and the staff for supporting as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Clerk O'Kelly.
Yes. Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you all for joining us tonight. Well, as Dr. Avila said, our most exciting and busy time of year has arrived. Next month, each of the 3 high schools will have their scholarship awards nights where outstanding students will receive scholarships from organizations in the community. We will also have all 5 middle school promotion ceremonies next month, and all 4 high schools will graduate on June 3rd at Citizens Business Bank Arena. What fun. And speaking of fun, I attended the Eisenhower High School Distinguished Scholars Breakfast on April 5th. Ike had the largest number of distinguished scholars they have ever had. The term Distinguished Scholars means that each one of these students is graduating with an overall grade point average of 4.0 or higher, which is quite a feat. The program was wonderful. Each counselor announced all of the colleges his or her distinguished scholars had applied to, what college they will attend, and what they plan to major in. There were so many parents and family members attending that additional tables were needed to accommodate them. Principal Scott Sparks had also issued an Innovation Design Challenge to the distinguished scholars and promised $200 prizes for the best entries in engineering and design, creativity, and whatever other areas they chose. And that night, after the Distinguished Scholars ceremony, he awarded 5 $200 checks to the winning students at Eisenhower for their innovative designs. One student even developed a way to take a flash drive and another flash drive and have one flash drive copy the other flash drive without ever touching a computer or a device. So that was pretty impressive. And I also want to thank Nutrition Services for the delicious breakfast they served that day. That was great. And I also stopped by the Parent Center for their grand reopening open house. The rooms looked great with resources for parents, and they have already scheduled several workshops. I want to give a shout out to Anna Gonzalez for her hard work and her commitment to making the Parent Center useful and meaningful for our parents. And that's about it. We're going to take a deep breath and get ready to go turbo for the rest of the year. Thank you. Have a good night.
If only I had some of that turbo energy.
Right.
Vice President Montez.
Thank you, Board President Mr. Martinez. I just want to piggyback already on all of the accolades. Congratulate Dr. Chavez again from Carter High School for receiving her key to the district. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
I
had it off on my other notes. I want to congratulate Dr. Chavez, too, for getting her key to the district. And I want to congratulate the 25 county science fair participants and the winners who are going to the state. We are doing great things here in this district.
You're welcome. Once again, ditto to all of the congratulations to everyone. It's a very good feeling, very proud feeling as a not only as a board member but as a parent and a member of this community to see and witness so many positive things going on, so many good things, so many schools receiving recognitions for all types of stuff. So many competitions being brought home, first place, second place, and whatnot. And I just want to congratulate the district leadership and the school site leaderships for all of their hard work, for everyone, support staff, everybody. I do want to just remind the community that complaints are taken seriously in this district, and complaints do take time to look into. We might not be able to resolve or look into issues from one board meeting to the next. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it might take 2, 3, 4 board meetings or longer. But the point I'm trying to make is that we do want to let the community know. We do want the staff here in our district and our students that everyone is welcome to make a complaint. We have complaint forms at all of our school sites. All of the non-teaching school sites. All of the offices should have complaint forms. We have complaint forms here at the district office, and we're not very proud to receive complaints, but we do welcome concerns and complaints, suggestions, at this district, and we do try our best to look at every single matter. Not every single complaint is going to be handled as fast as we would like to, but please rest assured that we do take things seriously and we do look into everything, and it does require some time sometimes. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that we don't want anyone to feel like we shun anyone away or we turn our backs on anyone or your concerns fall on deaf ears. That is not the case. And I ask for patience for our district leadership and our school site leadership regarding those matters. I do want to also just say that I want to remind students, parents, and employees of the seriousness of hoax threats. There's been a big issue going on nationwide, probably worldwide, ever since the Parkland tragedy in Florida. A number of hoaxes, and it's not uncommon. I've been on the school board almost 8 years, and almost every year there's fake hoax threats regarding blowing something up or killing somebody, or they're gonna get a machine gun and shoot up board member Montez at the next meeting. Any kind of threat you can think of has been thrown at our district, and I'm sure at other districts, and we do take those types of threats seriously. Unfortunately, because of all of the tragedies that have been happening at schools, I believe that not just our school district and other neighboring school districts, the country is at a point where any threat, any perceived threat, even if it's just a joke, even if it's just jokingly, are going to be seriously taken and going to be looked at. Unfortunately, some students are feeling some discipline, dealing with some discipline issues because of joking around, because of hoax threats, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, emails, text messages. All of that stuff is being looked at very seriously now, not just by school districts, not just by safety and security from school districts, but also by law enforcement. Local law enforcement agencies and whatnot are taking threats, whether they're fake or not, very seriously. And I just want to remind everyone to please keep that in mind before they decide to joke around or play around about doing something that someone might perceive as an actual threat. We don't want to be. We've got a lot of other things we have to deal with, and people joking around or playing around about doing something potentially harmful to someone else or to a school. We've got a lot better things to worry about and things to do than to be dealing with those types of fake hoax threats or issues. So we want to assure everyone that we're doing everything that we can. We take everything serious. If you believe that your child's school is being targeted, before you decide not to take your child to school, before you decide to go pick them up, first check with the district school site or with the district office to verify if there's indeed an actual threat perceived, before keeping your child home. Because I know sometimes as parents we want to keep our child home if we believe there's a perceived threat at a school. So I just wanted to bring that up, and with that, this Mrs. O'Callaghan is correct. This is the busy season. Who better to know on this board here than former Eisenhower principal, Ms. O'Callaghan. And for many of us, it's our favorite time of the year on the school board because we get to hand out promotions, diplomas, see all of the smiling faces, and really take a look at the families and their happiness and joy for all of the hard work that their students have accomplished. So I look forward to the promotions, the graduations, and thank you everyone again. Buenas noches. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vice President Montez. I don't have a lot. I was going to read something out, but it will keep. The gist of it is there is a report available It is a 2017 K-12 edition. Horizon Report Digital Toolkit, the New Media Consortium, NMC, and EduCause Learning Initiative, ELI, are jointly releasing the NMC Horizon Report for 2017. Higher Education Edition at the 2017 ELI Annual Meeting. This 14th edition describes annual findings from the report. And I shared this with the powers that be here. In general, we're on track, and the next thing is providing professional development. They call coding a literacy, and we are well on our way to redesigning some learning spaces. And if you want the report, let's see here, it is available at www.cosn.org, COSN, Consortium for School Networking, COSN.org. Okay, let's move on.
Can you email that to us?
Sure.
Thank you.
I've got about, probably another 8 or 10 that I can email
Send them
as
all.
well. Okay. Public hearing, D. Open public hearing. I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Public hearing pursuant to the requirements of government code and board policy. The attached initial 2018-2019 proposal submitted by California School Employees Association, Chapter 203, for an agreement between CSEA, Chapter 203, and Rialto Unified School District, the Board of Education, is hereby posted in compliance with legislative requirements for public notice, otherwise known as sunshining. Okay, vote by board members.
Aye.
Okay, that is to open the public hearing. Aye.
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 Okay, and the time is 8:17. We have unanimous to open it. Do we have any comments on it, Dr.
We do not.
Okay. Time to entertain a motion and a second to close public hearing.
Second.
Thank you. And vote by board members.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, and the time is 8:18. Okay, consent calendar items. All items on the consent calendar will be acted upon in one motion unless pulled by the Board of Education members or the superintendent for individual action. This motion and second is to approve consent calendar items E through J. Motion and second, please.
So moved with a question.
Yes, wait for a second.
Second.
Okay, Ms. O'Kelly.
Well, I'm putting 3 and 4 together because the question pertains to both of these. G 3 and 4.
Okay, you have the floor.
Okay, these 2 items are for 2 different schools to attend the same Pali Institute Leadership Academy at the same time. My question is the pricing. One school is taking 25 kids and 3 chaperones for a total of 28 students for $7,050. The other school is taking 24 kids and 6 chaperones for a total of 30 people, so they're taking 2 more people for a total of $5,822. Why is the school that is taking fewer people being charged $1,128 more? Does anyone know? Okay.
Really good question. I looked at it as well. And we spoke with both principals to kind of get the detail. One is for Wellness Center. So that is students that are peer counselors. Mm-hmm. And so their scope of work from Pali Retreat is different.
Okay.
And then the other school, it's just and that's why one is Title I and one's another funding source.
Okay, I figured it was something like that, but I wanted to check.
Great question, though.
Okay, and a great catch. Okay, do we have any more discussion or questions? Any other polls? Okay, go to page 6 for the vote. Preferential vote by student board member.
Aye.
And vote by board members.
Aye.
Okay, that was unanimous. K, discussion action items. A motion and a second for K1.
No. Motion. I move to accept K1.
Second.
Okay, thank you. K1 is to adopt resolution number 171845, authorizing temporary interfund borrowing between all funds and accounts, with the exception of Fund 21, which is the building fund for the 2018-2019 fiscal year. Okay, questions, comments? Okay, seeing none, hearing none, vote by board members.
Aye.
Thank you.
And just for clarification, because I know someone's going to ask, this is not at all Measure Y money, correct, Mr. Islam?
That's correct.
All right. Thank you. Good question. The public does want to know these things. Okay, we move on to K2. A motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. K2 is to approve amendment number 2 to the agreement number C as in Charlie 170091 with Twining Consulting Inc. for additional services required to complete the Eisenhower High School Stadium renovation for an additional amount not to exceed $47,716 to the amendment number 1, amount of $74,130 for a combined revised total not to exceed $121,846, and additional services to complete the Eisenhower High School Performing Arts Theater project, additional amount not to exceed $68,722 to the original agreement amount of $157,244 for a combined revised total not to exceed $225,000 and $966. I'm sorry, let me reread that number. $225,996. Thereby, the combined revised total cost of agreement C 170091 for both projects is not to exceed $347,812 to be paid from Fund 21, which is Measure Y, Series C, General Obligation Funds, with all other items and conditions of the agreement remaining the same. Comments, questions? Ms. O'Kelly?
Yes. Although the description of the item in the agenda was well written, it was very explanatory. I just want to make sure, when they give these additional costs to us, do we get itemized list of each item, additional item we are being charged for, and the dollar amount of each item, or do they just throw a number in the air and we have to pay it?
Mr. Kelly, we do, and particularly these items, I thought it was present on the agenda earlier board meeting. I pulled it. I request Dr. Avila. I was concerned with the increased fee.
It's almost $500,000.
I was very concerned. I'm telling you, I saw the increase. I said I need to be directly involved with the contractor. We have an inspector of the project is present tonight, and I will refer. Maybe he can further explain to the board what caused this increase. Phil, would you mind?
Yeah.
Speak to the board, please.
Up at the podium, please. Into the microphone.
He's hired by the district as the inspector of the record for the both project.
Name and company, please.
And just before you start, I want to say he works for us, not for the for contractors.
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Phil Flores, and my company is PF Vision Incorporated.
Thank you. Welcome.
And I'm in inspection. I'm working for the district. The responsibility that I have is to coordinate the inspections that take place, the special inspections. And there's a lot that a special inspection company has to look at when they're looking at a job. Unfortunately, they don't always get all of the information at the beginning of a project. So they come up with the best number that they can, and the district has done a good job in picking them because they picked the one with the least expensive cost and per hour costs for the district. Unfortunately, some of the things that have happened during the project, we had, as you have in your notes, issues with moisture and extended contract time. And then there's some things that are kind of hard to quantify. The welding inspections and things like that, there's no way to corral what is done in the shop before the material comes to the job. It's up to the contractor how he wants to organize his work. So sometimes that'll extend the welding inspections and things like that. So what they're asking for are inspections that needed to take place, and even if they had chosen a different company, they would have still had to pay these costs. When we set up inspections, we do exactly what's necessary and nothing more. And each inspection has a criteria they have to follow. So that being said, the prices that they're charging are indeed prices that would have been incurred by whoever took the job.
Okay.
Okay, but they do itemize it and let us know the cost of each.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And I extensively reviewed this. As you heard me, I was concerned
Right.
because this is not a small change.
No, it's
so
not.
I was having some difficulties with the numbers. So I not only I reviewed the detailed itemized breakdown, I also engaged with the consultant and Phil. I said, somebody need to sit down with me, explain this, what really happening. And as you recall, this project has been extended over 5 months due to other unforeseen conditions such as weather, bad, extreme heat during,
I know that, but I still, in my logical mind, cannot see how that is our fault.
Well,
and why we have to pay more.
Well, you're absolutely correct, Mr. Kelly. It's not our fault, but it requires inspections, as you're saying, the certain requirement. We have to meet these two projects, almost $20 million project. We don't want to build underbuilt. We want to make sure everything state of the art and built. We're not going to build another stadium. I can speak for myself in my lifetime, because this is, as you can see, we kept another quality and high standard, and we
Oh, I know.
we hold them at the high standard.
It just
So
somehow
again,
just
no,
seems odd to me.
I want to ensure the board. I had gone through much in-depth review of this amendment myself, and to ensure there's nothing could be done to avoid this cost.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other comments or questions? Thank you very much. Okay, are you ready to vote, board members?
Yes.
Okay, vote by board members.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay, on K3, a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. K3, adopt resolution number 17-1847, declaring that an emergency exists as a result of the lack of permanent water service for 4 Dallahan Elementary School classrooms, and to avoid danger to students and staff pursuant to the Public Contract Code 20113 for the performance of labor for said repair service. Questions or
I
comments?
think you left out the part that it's necessary to award a contract without advertising or
Okay.
inviting bids.
Let me reread from there. To 4 Dallahan Elementary School classrooms and to avoid danger to students and staffs, it is necessary, thank you, Ms. O'Kelly, it is necessary to award a contract without advertising or inviting bids pursuant to the Public Contract Code 20113 for the performance of labor for the said repair. Okay, thank you. Are there any other comments or questions?
I just have a question.
Yes.
Since we're not putting it out to bid, who is the contractor? Is this going to be a contract that we've already currently using, or what's the criteria for selecting it without the bid?
Mohammed.
I have my Avenue directors here. Les, I know he's probably coming. Okay, Window, do you mind?
Paging Mr. Alexander.
Yeah, I know he's here.
Maybe he was.
Which begs
So-
the question, should he still be?
Let me start.
The answer is yes.
Your concern. This incident happened Sunday, April 1st, 2018. The water damages. So we immediately have to bring a contractor to come and handle the conditions of the underground water lake.
Right, but I think the question was, how will that contractor be chosen?
They have been hired. They have done many projects for our districts. This same contractor. They are familiar with our schools. They know they have done many projects.
Okay.
So they are not new to the district. So they're existing contract. We have a contract with them, but because of the size of the work that need to be done in the beginning, we have no idea how in depth the damages is until a couple of days later we continue working. They continue working on the project, and now we see that they're going to exceed the bid limit.
Iris, can you step up to the mic? Mr. Martinez had a question of how the vendor is going to be selected for the work at Dalahan Elementary School.
Welcome. Please identify yourself for the public.
Thank you, honorable board members, board president. I'm Iris Chu, Director of Facility Planning. Mr. Les Alexander is not here tonight, so I try to explain to, in general, a situation like this when emergency happens to a district. District will usually pick the most trustworthy local contractor who we have dealt with for many years or many other projects, and contact them for emergency repair, and they usually gave us trustworthy quote because of their established confidence with the district.
Okay. Did that answer your question?
Oh, yeah, that answered my general question. I just want to know, when you're talking about local, and what do you mean local? Like in Rialto local, or San Bernardino County local, Southern California local?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that's because if it's a no bid contract and it's automatically awarded, the preference for someone else to come in and not give opportunity to even local providers. So that's my question.
Yes,
that's the root of the question.
In maintenance department, they have a list of qualified contractors in various trades, plumbing, HVAC, grading, whatever, and electrical, and we use them to provide quote for upcap. That means within a certain amount, we will invite 2 or 3 quotes from different from a group of contractors. Choose among the group of contractors, 2 or 3, get 2 or 3 quotes. So first of all, the list has the contractors almost, we can say, pre-qualified. It's not anybody from the street. It's pre-qualified list. And from the list, we pick 1 or 2 or 3, depends on the situation, to give us the best quote. And these contractors, I say local, is not just Rialto local, but as far reach as Inland Empire local. They may come from Orange County or Los Angeles, but
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
one
say
usually
generally 50 miles. I think Mr. Mohammed Islam had said before previous questions, 50 miles is
Radius.
generally the radius is considered local.
Yes, and usually the people from far away, they probably cannot be as competitive as what we consider local contractors.
Okay, and so my question, again, just that clarification, so thank you for that information. So I just want to make sure that when we're having these opportunities, that we are, first of all, going with people who ideally would be people that we have trusted, have given us excellent service prior to. But then if that's the point, is to make sure that when there is a no bid opportunity, that there's not one company capitalizing on the no bid opportunity specifically. So that's what I'm saying, what the criteria is, and if this happens again, is it always going to be the same person? Is there a criteria even for when the emergency that you have to immediately hire a no and exercise a no bid?
So basically,
just what that is.
Basically, you said you get like 3 bids from within the group of pre-approved contractors and choose from those.
So
Yes, typically
it was
that's
not
the
a
case.
formal bid.
It's not a formal bid, it's invitational based on their past track record. And usually, because we deal with many of them, many projects before, we usually can sense who will be the ones we like to invite.
Okay.
But there are
So that is probably where my question is lying, saying in the sense of somebody giving preference over really putting all the qualified people in the pool to have an opportunity to have a no bid opportunity versus us saying over and over, this is somebody we always like to work with, and then giving that opportunity. So that's my question, is what that process is.
May I answer, Ms. Walker? Your concern is a valid concern. We under the emergency conditions, sometimes we don't have time to find. So we do have a list of based on the projects they have done in the past. This is not someone off the street or someone we don't know. So we look at who is the best person under these conditions. Under the emergency, we just immediately start calling who is available and who can take care of the matter under the emergency condition. Because we cannot wait. Under normal circumstances, yes. We look at 3 formal proposals and look at the compare and see who is the best for the job. You know, each project is different. Each thing, they're not all same. They're different. So bottom line, what do we do? These contractors are pre-qualified. They have been doing job for our districts, and they're not getting preferential treatment. Absolutely no. We look at the trade, and the type of work need to be done. In this case, is water damages. So we have to find who is the best for this type of work, underground water leak. So, and this company did have performed this job in the past.
And so I have all that. I understand that. That's not the question. I get that part. I was just asking about the process for when you happen to have that situation. Is there a process for even acknowledging who's going to be that bid? And you said so this particular situation at Dallahan, when the situation came up, then you put a call into 3 of your contractors and they put in a bid and you did that?
No.
Or did you just say,
No.
Johnny, you guys got people, come over here? That's what I'm asking.
On the
What's
public,
the
on the
process?
public
I got a
contract.
question on that.
Hold on.
You approve them without getting a bid?
That's what I'm
That's correct. Under Public
that's no
Contract
bid.
Code Section 20113, because of this emergency, it requires board resolutions. That's why you have this resolution, emergency resolution tonight. We cannot wait for board approval. We have to get the job done, started the day it happened.
But without a bid?
That's what the Public Contract Code Section 20113 allowed the school district.
Hold on, Dr.
under the
Avila has something.
Under the emergency resolutions.
Okay,
That's
I
what it's
understand
called,
that.
emergency.
Dr. Avila, did you have something?
A couple of things. One, just clarification, Iris, you mentioned earlier that we would invite 3 to submit informal bids. Now I'm hearing that we just kind of handpick from the 3. Is that?
In this particular case, I wasn't involved, and so I don't know how many quotes they invite the contractors to.
I just would like to say, you still got to know what you're going to get charged. You can't just tell them you have the work here, charge me whatever you want.
Continue, Dr. Avila.
And just my second thing that I'm picking up, and this is something that I can follow up with staff, and that is
Please
to
do.
come up with some kind of criteria that if we have an emergency like this, and we've had history with, let's say, 10 previous contractors that can perform this service, and they all meet the criteria, that if it happens again, that we rotate the assignments perhaps so that we can have at least different companies doing different projects if they all meet the criteria. We've had great rapport with them, so that we don't have the same company perhaps getting the same contracts over and over.
And find out
Totally
what they're going
agree.
to charge the district
Yes.
first before they start the work.
And this is exactly what we
You're up.
in maintenance and facility has done. When we invite 3 or 4, 2, 3, 4 quotes, we make sure that we have a different combination of these people. And if we feel that we've been gouged by certain company, this company is not going to continue with us with our confidence.
Mr.
May
Montez?
may I further clarify?
Mr. Montez? Okay.
Well, I just want to point out, I get it. I understand the emergency situation. There was a parent that, was putting pictures all over Facebook about it. So I get the situation.
Right.
The kids need water, the staff need water, let's get them water. But if you're going to pick someone or ask someone to do it, find out what they're going to charge us first before awarding the bid without knowing what they're going to charge. And if you're going to find out what they're going to charge, it doesn't cost any more time to ask 3 or 4 people what they would charge. That's all I wanted to say.
Dr. Avila, if you could, I think you've heard the board,
Yes.
the gist of the majority is to define a criteria to make sure there's no favoritism and to make sure we don't get gouged.
I'll take care of that.
Thank you. Please
Thank you.
get it back to the board. Okay. Ms. Chu, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mohammed Islam, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we continue. Are there any other questions or comments on it?
Yeah, I would say just one comment.
Okay,
I know we've
please.
belabored this already, but it just seems like we have qualified people here in-house who probably could have taken the job, and we'd have paid them overtime or something.
No.
Wouldn't have required any bids.
Excellent point.
Okay.
Please add that to the criteria. Okay, K3, adopt resolution. Okay, are we ready to vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Unanimous. And K4, approve the recommendations of the Administrative Hearing Panel. Administrative Hearing Case Numbers 171842, 171843, Stipulated Expulsion Case Number 171853. Questions or comments from the board? Okay, vote by board members.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. It is unanimous. The next regular meeting of the Board of Education of the Rialto Unified School District will be held on Wednesday, April 25th, 2018 at 7 p.m. at the Dr. John R. Casalunas Education Center right here, 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Materials distributed or presented to the Board of Education at the board meeting are available upon request from the Superintendent's office. Student board member, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move. I'm sorry. I move to adjournment. Okay.
I second that.
Thank you both.
Thank
We
you.
have a motion and a second. And preferential vote by student board member.
Aye.
Okay, and vote by board members?
Aye.
Aye. Time is 8:43. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
We got a lot earlier than I thought, and my flight has been delayed by 40 minutes.